What's going on, guys? Back with another one. This is on the free apps that I'm using alongside my Mounjaro journey. First of which I think everyone knows about, it's FitnessPal. So log in your scan, weigh, and all your food, etc. Another one is actually fasting tracker, so it shows you about how long you've been fasting. There's so many of them around, but it's just something that I'm using. Try and average 16. I mean, today while I'm on holiday, I did 14. I logged it in, but whatever. On holiday is a little bit different. Plus, it's a bit harder, to be honest. But anyway, so 2. But the other two. Well, one is actually not an app. It's actually a web browser. So it's actually a Mounjaro Calculator. So, as I mentioned before, I'm on a 12.5 pen. I'm only using 5. So, for example, you put what pen you have, size, desired dose, and then that's what pretty detailed, to be honest. It tells you how much you're going to get out of it, how long it takes. So, if you didn't know, for example, so if you do it every 7 days, so you take 5 milligrams, you get a certain amount. By the end of the weeks, or day 7, you got half as much in your system. So I'm actually doing split dosing, short dosing, micro dosing, whatever you want to call it. So I've gone from every 7 days down to averaging 5 or 6. I've done 6. When I get back, before I go up to 7 milligrams, or sorry, 7.5, I might split it. So I might do 3.75 every 3 or 4 days before I go the full-on 7.5 milligrams, which leads me down to the last app that I'm using, which is probably actually it's unbelievable. I found it by complete luck, to be honest. So there's a lot of things out there called GLP-1 trackers, and you've got to pay for it. And as I was looking around, whether it's an app or a actual like community Facebook type thing that you've got to pay for, I found this app. I thought it was free. If it's rubbish, delete it, right? Brilliant. I've been using it for the last 4 weeks, something like that. And every time I log a shot, I log a shot every time I do it. So it's a reminder, one, on where you've done it. Sometimes, when you do it and you're like, fuck, what did I do on my right hand side? I do mix up every time, and sometimes I do forget. So this time you log on the dose, the position, the effectiveness, side effects, whatever. It's all free as well. I think it's brilliant, to be honest. It's called ShotTrack. I do actually have 2. One's called, I think it's called PEP. P-E-P. It's very similar, but I don't know. I think ShotTrack just works really good for me, to be honest. And you see a graph, which is probably the best part. So, for example, say you do 5 milligrams, and it comes down to my next dose. Obviously, you still got some in your bloodstream, your system. So I might have, say, like 1 or 2 milligrams left over in my system. And my next one, it goes right up to, say, 7. I put a screenshot of my doses so far. So, for example, I did a golden dose and I only had 1 syringe last. And to be honest, that was a bit stupid. I should have done it. I put way too much. So it was the equivalent of 8.75 milligrams. So I went from like 5 I'm used to that. And obviously I didn't have that much left in the tank. So I went up. So the total was about like 11 milligrams. I felt sick, to be honest. Something I haven't had in ages was the burps and all that stuff. The sulfur burps. Oh my God, it was disgusting. I felt sick for like a week. Like 4 or 5 days, whatever. But again, I only had one syringe, so I did the golden dose, and it was a lot more than I expected. Because again, I've been microdosing, so the dose left over was more than what should be. Anyway, I felt sick, to be honest. I need to order some more syringes for that to do again. But either way, I logged it all up. It's brilliant. I'm going to put it here if I can later on. So that's FitnessPal, Mounjaro Calculator, fasting clock app, and most importantly, ShotTrack. sure there are other versions. Most of them you got to pay for, but this one, considering it's free, it's the nuts. I'm using it on a Galaxy S25 Android, so I'm not sure if it's a Android only or should get it on my phone. I'm not sure, but when I found it on the Play Store, so it's got proper legit stuff. But yeah, check it out, see what you think. Are you using anything like that? I don't know. Is there anything else I need? So yeah, that's it really. Just you know, this is like a little community. Do you know what I mean? You come out, you say what's on your mind. People's in similar situations. So yeah, no, that's it really. Anyway, see you in the next one.